Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. In this video, we are going to discuss about AWS Storage Gateway. Okay, so AWS Storage Gateway is a service that is offered by AWS. Okay, for on-premise infrastructure to store their data in cloud. Okay, so whenever you have on-premise infrastructure and data center and you want to store your all the data in cloud, then you can use AWS Storage Gateway that will help you to store your data in the cloud. Okay, and that data will be always available, like 99.9%. Okay, with the higher availability. Okay, so here we have one architecture here, like how this AWS storage gateway work. Okay, so we have on-premise infrastructure here. Okay, as we can see, and we are using AWS Direct Connect to connect with storage gateway. Okay, AWS Direct Connect is a service that is also offered by AWS to securely connect on-premise infrastructure to cloud. Okay, so and here we are creating our AWS storage gateway. You can host your storage gateway within like VPC. Okay, to secure your data. Okay, and we have different S3 class available also that we can use according to our use case. Okay, so you can see here including Amazon S3, including S3 Glacier, S3 Glacier Deep Archive, and FSX for Amazon, FSX for Windows file server. Okay, so it's also used to take automated backup if we have configured. So according to that it will perform all the tasks whatever things we have configured. Okay, but the main use case is whenever we want to store our on premise data in the cloud, we use storage gateway. Okay, so I hope you understand what is storage gateway. So let's go ahead and talk about the technical definition of storage gateway. So AWS Storage Gateway is a service that connect on-premise software application. Okay, so as we have seen in the architecture, with cloud-based storage to provide seamless and secure integration between your on-premise IT environment and the AWS storage infrastructure in AWS cloud. Okay, so we have seen these things in the architecture as well. Okay, so we have two environments, one is on-premise and another one is cloud environment. Okay, so we are using AWS storage gateway to store all the on-premise data in cloud. Okay, so let's go ahead, and here on-premise means that organization keep environment on site. Okay, site, while the cloud is kept off site with someone else responsible for maintaining. So whenever you are keeping your data in AWS cloud, then you don't have to worry about it, because on behalf of you AWS will manage your data and they will make sure that your data will be always available. Okay, so you don't have to worry about your data. So, and we have three type of storage class as well. Okay, so store uh, so we are going to discuss about the storage class later. So let's discuss benefit of storage gateway. Okay, a storage gateway service allow you to securely store the data in AWS cloud for scalable and cost effective storage. Okay, a storage gateway is a virtual appliance that is installed or in a hypervisor running in a data center used to replicate the information to the AWS, particularly S3. So AWS storage gateway is virtual appliance. Okay, that you can install on your hypervisor that will be running on your data center. Okay, and that hypervisor will sync all the data to S3. Amazon Storage Gateway is a virtual appliance available for download as a virtual machine. Okay, image which you can install on a host in your data center. So it is a virtual kind of appliance. Okay, that you can install in your data center, just like an virtual image. Okay, so storage gateway support either VMware EXI or Microsoft hypervisor. Okay, so once you have installed the storage gateway, link it with your AWS account through the activation process. Then you can use AWS management console to create storage gateway options. Okay, so let's talk about AWS storage gateway class. So we have three type of storage gateway available. Okay, so first one is file gateway, another one is volume gateway, and third one is tape gateway. Okay, so we have two type of volume gateway as well. First one is stored volume and second one is cached volume. Okay, so I hope you understand what is stored volume and what is cached volume. Okay, we are going to see file gateway and volume gateway and tape gateway. Okay, so let's discuss about file gateway. Okay, so when we can use file gateway and what are the some key point of file gateway. So it is using the technique of NFS, network file system. Okay, so it is used to store the flat files such as Word file, PDF file, picture, videos, etc. So whenever you have to store files like Word file, videos, picture, PDF file, then you will always using file gateway, and it's always good to use file gateway in that use case. It is used to store the files in S3 directly. Okay, so file are stored in object. As we know, S3 is object oriented file system. Okay, so file will be stored as object. They are accessed through a network file system, NFS. Okay, mount file. Ownership, permissions and timestamps are durably stored in S3 in the user metadata of object associated with the file. Okay, so whenever you are uploading any object in S3, the timestamp and everything metadata, so who is uploading the object, what is the exact time and date when the file got uploaded to S3 bucket. Okay, so that things are called metadata. The information about the data is metadata. Okay, so once the objects are transferred to S3, they can be used as native S3 object, and bucket policies such as versioning, lifecycle management, cross-region replication can be directly applied to the object stored in your S3 bucket. Okay, so if you don't know what is versioning, what is lifecycle management, and what is cross-region replication, then you can refer to my AWS tutorial playlist. Okay, where I have explained everything about this. So let's go ahead and discuss about another storage gateway type, that is storage gateway. Okay, so storage gateway is a virtual machine on premise. A storage gateway is mainly connect to AWS through the internet. It can be used direct connect. Okay, direct connect is a direct connection line between data center and AWS. Okay, so it also use an Amazon VPC to connect a storage gateway to AWS. VPC is a virtual data center. It represents the application server, and storage gateway do not need to be on premise. Okay, in Amazon VPC, a storage gateway sits inside the VPC, and then a store gateway sends the information to S3. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss about volume gateway. Okay, so volume gateway is an interface, okay, that present your application with the disk volume using the ISCSI, okay, block protocol. The ISCSI block protocol is a block based service that store an operating system and application and also can run the SQL Server database. Okay, data written to the hard disk can be synchronously backed up as point in time snapshot your hard disk and store in the cloud as EBS snapshot. Okay, so where EBS elastic block storage store is a virtual hard disk that is attached to the EC2 instance. In short, we can say the volume gateway take the virtual hard disk and that you back them up into the AWS. Okay, a snapshot are incremental backup so that changes made in the last snapshot are backed up. All snapshot storage, okay, is also compressed to minimize your storage charges. So volume gateway, like whenever we want to install our block level file storage, then we will be using volume gateway. Okay, so and it also take automated backup by time. Okay, so according to the time we can configure it, like we want to take the snapshot after 10 minutes or 5 minutes, we can configure it. Okay, so whatever changes we have done in last 5 minutes, that will be getting stored by automated backup. Okay, in the form of a snapshot. So I have written some key point as well whenever you are working with a storage gateway. So I have written some important point to remember about storage gateway. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss about this. So file gateway used for object based storage, okay, in which all the flat files such as Word, PDF, videos stored directly in S3. Okay, volume gateway used for block based storage using the ISCSI protocol. A stored volume is a volume gateway used to store entire dataset on site and back in up to S3. So cached volume is a volume gateway used to store the entire dataset in a cloud, Amazon S3, and only the most frequently accessed data is kept on site. Most frequently accessed data means whatever data user is mostly looking for. Okay, so that will be kept on site so it can serve the data quickly and save the time and give the better response to end user. Okay, so tape gateway is used for backup and uses popular backup applications such as net backup, okay, backup exact, BM, etc. Okay, so I hope you understand what is a storage gateway and what are the types of a storage gateway and what are the some important key point about all the storage gateway type and a storage gateway as well. So let's jump to the AWS console. Okay, and let's see how we can create AWS storage gateway. Search for storage gateway. Okay, if you don't have AWS account and you don't know how to create free tier AWS account, then you can refer to my AWS playlist. There I have shown a step by step how we can create a AWS free tier account. Okay, so here we are on AWS storage gateway dashboard. So let's hit here create gateway. Okay, so here we have to give gateway name. So I am going to give YouTube demo. Okay, say here you can select your time zone as well. So here we are getting option, gateway type, whatever gateway type you want. So according to the document we have seen, according to our use case, we can select our required gateway option. So where you want to store your file, what kind of file you have and what kind of file you want to store. Okay, so by default here we have Amazon S3 file gateway, Amazon FSx, okay, for Windows file system, volume gateway and tape gateway. So I am going with the default one. And platform option, you like where you want to run this storage gateway. Okay, VMware EXI, Microsoft Hypervisor, and Linux, and where you want to. So in order to set up this, okay, you have to download this OVF template file on your system, and you have to run this on your system, on your data center host, where from the data will be getting transferred to uh, S3 cloud. Okay, so let me confirm it. I don't have any data center or something like that virtual machine installed, so that I cannot create fully a storage gateway here. Let me give the, here we have to mention the uh, host name, host IP address where we have installed. Let's go back, and platform option, we have to give the host platform IP. Okay, here. Okay, so I don't have any host platform, so I am just going to give the IP address, random IP address, to show you that how we can create it. Okay, so it will not go forward. You can host your service in endpoint, you can select publicly accessible, and you can host your storage gateway within VPC as well. Okay, and activation key connection option, you want to connect with IP address or you want to use activation key. Okay, click on next. So let's see it's getting created or not. I don't think it will get created. So another option we have review and activate, and configuration, configure gateway. Okay, so we have to provide some more detail to configure this storage gateway, but I have shown you like maximum step that we can perform, and we can configure a storage gateway this way. Okay, so I hope you understand now like what is a storage gateway and how we can configure a storage gateway, and what are the main useful case of a storage gateway, and what kind of storage gateway we can use according to your like requirement. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you have any query, then do let me know in the comment section. I will be happy to assist you on that. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you are new to my channel, then do check out my other playlist as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.